Hi everybody, and welcome to another video. In front of me I've got another Sideshow figure, a 1:6 scale figure, that of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Right, the traditional box for these figures is right here, as you can see it there. Plenty of details, okay, detailed pictures of the figure itself in the front, on the side, on both sides actually. And on the back, you've got a dramatic pose of the figure, some images from the movies, and a cross-sell of other figures, okay? So this one has got a sticker from West Sussex, England. So that is where this figure originally came from. Well, not originally, of course, but before arriving at my place. Okay, so as a curiosity, they have this saying at the bottom of the page, "Go you will to sideshowcollectibles.com." Okay, so as if it were Yoda talking. Okay, so as in the other boxes in this collection, it's got a couple of magnets holding this flap in place. Okay, as you can see it there. It opens on to reveal the interior content. So in this case, I don't really use all the accessories that have come with this figure. There are some tiny pouches that I haven't really placed on Obi-Wan's utility belt, and his cloak. I do not display him with his cloak either, okay? So I can show you very quickly the cloak that he came with. Right, so this opens this way. Have to remove the double layer of plastic, okay, in which the figure originally came, and here we go. Yes, the brown, yes, much more detailed than Luke's cloak. Okay, this one has got arms, right? Yep, sleeves where you can place the arms of the figure, okay, yep. Still there's a wire, rim wire here, so you can mold the hood, okay, whether you want it just to be like this or on top of the figure's head. Okay, so this is the cloak, right? Okay, so let me try my radio-friendly voice so I can tell you a little bit about Obi-Wan's story, if you do not know it already. Right, so according to the gentleman at Sideshow, Obi-Wan Kenobi is the embodiment of the Jedi ideals. Obi-Wan Kenobi is both wise and strong. He has patience and keen powers of observation and served them well as one of the Jedi Order's most masterful negotiators. These qualities are matched in measure by his swiftness and skill with a lightsaber, making him Master Yoda's first choice for many unconventional missions. Dependable and trustworthy are traits of the Jedi Council has come to associate with Obi-Wan, and his success in the Outer Rim campaign have earned him a seat among their number by the final days of the Clone Wars. Having taken on the training of Anakin Skywalker since the death of his own master Qui-Gon Jinn on Naboo, Obi-Wan has tutored the young Jedi in the ways of the Force to the best of his ability, and the two have become fast friends, remaining together long after Anakin's graduation to full Jedi Knight. Their trust in one another and complementary styles have helped mold them into a virtually unstoppable team in battle, equally dangerous to separatists, enemies whether flying wingtip to wingtip in space or fighting back to back with lightsabers on the ground. Even in the company of famous Jedi warriors such as the lethally efficient Agent Kolar, Starfighter Ace Sisek-10, or Swift Kit Fisto, Obi-Wan and Anakin have gained flashy reputations as the Republic's champions in the Outer Rim sieges. Called home to Coruscant by a separatist attack, Obi-Wan is Anakin's most fervent supporter when the tempestuous Jedi's loyalties are questioned by the Council. While he is wary of Anakin's darker side, Obi-Wan has faith in his friend's innate goodness and ability to master his own passions and formidable power. Even when sent by Yoda to Utapau in search of General Grievous, a mission Anakin sorely coveted, Obi-Wan's confidence in his troubled former apprentice is unshaken. They part as friends and brothers, unaware that the next time they meet, it will be to fight to the death. Well, that isn't exactly true, because as you will recall, they face each other once more in the original Star Wars A New Hope back in 1977. Right, so we are in prequel territory over here. So I imagine it must not have been easy for Lucas to cast the actors to play the role of the, iconic characters which reappeared as younger versions of themselves. And what we've got here is none other than Ewan McGregor, going back to the role of Sir Alex Guinness. I remember at the time, if we were to think in terms of time, so Jedi came out in '83, and the first of the prequels, The Phantom Menace, only came out in 1999. Well, the franchise had not stopped for all that period of time, so a number of video games, books, comic books have come out, but in fact, in the big screen, it was the first time that people were about to watch the Star Wars saga unfold once again. As it were, I kind of remember lots of people, just feeling absolutely unhappy, miserable, disappointed with the way that Lucas, turned his compass of the franchise. Because they weren't expecting, for example, Gungans and Jar Jar Binks. But if we go back further, I remember adults in '83 feeling rather disappointed with the Ewoks, saying it wasn't easy to encompass, to comprehend a life form such as that. Yeah, well, guess what? I was a kid in 1983, and I had no difficulty in assimilating the Ewoks as a primitive but, bold race of sentient beings which battled superior, more advanced, technologically advanced species, and in fact they won. Okay, so I'm not the least bit concerned about Gungans and about battle droids, because for the kids in the 90s, they were pretty plausible. Okay, they represented pretty plausible, threats or life beings, whatever. Okay, so in this case, back to the figure itself, what we've got here is a very realistic depiction of Ewan McGregor. Okay, so you can see he's got some accessories. Some of them are very small. I don't know if the camera is going to be able to capture them or not. Okay, let's start with the lightsaber hilt. Okay, pretty detailed. Okay, just the hilt this time. Okay, pretty detailed. Yep, you got it. And of course, he's holding his lightsaber with the ignited blade. Of course, here he goes. The traditional blue blade that is Obi-Wan's, or Ben's, if you're willing to name him after the New Hope, weapon of choice, his signature weapon. Okay, lightsaber, blue. Okay, he also comes with a pair of binoculars. Okay, yeah, and a breather. You can see him and Qui-Gon using it on Naboo. His communicator. Okay. He's used it quite often on the prequel trilogy. And he even comes with this tracker that he throws to Jango Fett's Slave One. Very small piece. I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay? Yeah. Okay. These are the accessories he comes with. As you can see, he's a pretty accurate, detailed figure. They were careful enough to give each one of these figures different garments. In Obi-Wan's case, his tunic is pleated, okay? It's got some grooves indented to it, okay? His boots are also very, unique, and they're fashioning and detailing. Okay, he comes with a utility pouch that, with time, has become not exactly, in the best of conditions. That's why I usually place it on top of this metal structure so it can hold it in place, because the weight kind of pushes it down. Okay, interior tunic, dark brown, and this, beige outer tunic. And of course, he's got the cloak that I don't actually display him with. All these figures come with these stands that say Star Wars. This one is, okay, there's a bit of a contradiction over here. The stand says 2005, but the figure, the box, says 2006. So this would place it roughly at the same time as Revenge of the Sith came out, okay? And talking about Revenge of the Sith, which is probably, of the prequels, the film that the critics most appreciate, when you have that battle between two, blue lightsabers, that was so dramatic. And of course, we cannot forget the importance that the musical score had in accenting that sort of dramatism to the fight, the epic fight on Utapau, okay? Of course, in the first trilogy, when we see Ben as this hermit in Tatooine, so he was marooned, if you will, okay? Self-imposed, marooned on Tatooine, and we later discovered that his mission was to take care of Luke. And in the prequels, we get to understand how that came to be. Right, so it's one of those things that I really, really believe that as time goes by, people are going to go back to the prequel trilogy and watch it with different eyes. Right, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this little figure I've got here. I know I really like these figures. They are very, very accurate, fully articulated. The care with which they were produced is a testimony to the greatness of this franchise we all love. Right, you guys, I will see you soon. Once again, bye-bye, take care, stay safe, stay strong.